Welcome to Build Your Business with Pinterest. I am Cicely Carr, and this is a Bougie Enterprises workshop and specifically Bougie University. We have so much information in store for you, and you must be here because you have a product, a service, a blog, whatever it may be, and you are seeking to get more traffic to your website. You're looking for more converts so that they start adding coins to your bank. And so we are about to get started. I'm super excited and I have a lot of tips. I have some hacks. And just know we do have an ebook that has a lot more information in it. So with this e-course, you'll just get a little bit and just to get your interest peaking. So let's get started. So in this course, you will learn a little bit about Pinterest as a business, your boards, collaboration boards, visuals, my hacks and tips, my favorite tool, how much to post, and so much more. So this is about a 30-minute presentation. So make sure you have a book, you have a pen to take some notes, all right? Let's see. So once again, I am Cicely Carr, and I'm going to give you a little more information about who I am and how we got started with this workshop. So one thing that I recognize is that as a business owner, and I have multiple, so let me give you a little bit more background. So I am Cicely Carr. I have Bougie Black Blogger, which is my baby and how it started all of the other businesses. I have Bougie Enterprises, Bougie University, where this e-course will be housed along with other e-courses that I have. And I just do so much, right? So one thing I learned is that Pinterest and marketing and just all of that is a huge struggle trying to find people to get to your website. But one thing I did with my blog, I saw my cousin, she sent me a post and she was like, well, she didn't say anything, but I noticed that I had like 10,000 monthly viewers. And I was like, what in the world? Where are these people coming from? And then I realized that my blog had a steady number of people coming and reading and subscribing. And I'm like, where are these people coming from? Because you guys, I'm very inconsistent with blogging. I may blog once a month, maybe twice a month, and I'm working on consistency, but right now it is not there. But I put two and two together. I realized that my Pinterest was growing and my numbers on my website was growing. It wasn't like growing as fast as Pinterest, but it allowed my blog to stay afloat without me pushing content all the time. So I was super excited because that was about a year and a half ago. And today I'm at 106,000 monthly viewers on Pinterest. And I'm like, yo, this is amazing. So I redirected my strategies, my marketing strategies to Pinterest because I knew that this is the gold mine. This is where I needed to focus all my energy to, right? So with Pinterest, I ended up showing the world. I showed my Facebook friends, and I was like, you guys, are you guys using Pinterest? Because you need to. If you are not, look at these numbers. And everyone was like, how did you do it? How? I need you to create an e-course. So that is how we got this e-course started because people wanted to know how I got my viewers. What was the purpose of Pinterest? How is it going to convert people to coins in the bank? And just like, they just wanted to know the nitty gritty. And so I was like, okay, let me figure out how to put this in a package and give it to you guys so that you can blow up, you can blossom, you can build your business and not be spread thin over so many different platforms, right? So, are you guys ready? Because I sure am. Let's talk about why Pinterest. So, Pinterest, you guys, is this huge platform, okay? People are seeking information. They don't go to Instagram, they don't go to Facebook for news or how to. They go to Facebook and Instagram for pictures and just to peruse and just chill, right? Talk some mess. But Pinterest is totally different. People are seeking specific things. They want how to, have a home-based workout system, how to take care of a puppy, how to do your hair a certain way, or they're looking for, fashion tips, all that good stuff. So Pinterest is amazing because people go there for information. And so if you're the expert, you want to make sure you are on this platform so that people can get that information from you. Another thing that I love about Pinterest is that it is theme based, right? So, along with, them looking for information, they want specific stuff. They do want to learn how to cook for one. I have a post on Pinterest that gets a lot of pins talking about cooking for single people. Kind of sad, but it's so real, right? These themes are amazing. You can have multiple different themes based off of your brand, right? So if you want to talk from the business standpoint or the product standpoint or whatever, you have that opportunity with Pinterest, right? Pinterest, is amazing for that. And because there's so many opportunities, you're going to be able to be that expert, provide that information, and people are going to like it. They're going to share it. But we also want them to convert it for purchases and drive traffic to your website. As a blogger, I want people on my website. I want people to subscribe. I want their emails so that I can keep in contact with them through emails, right? So I'll send, monthly newsletters, and I can't get that if people aren't subscribing. So my conversion for my blog is getting people to subscribe to the website. If you want to sell products, you can do affiliates as well. So I have a board where it's like easy blogging. And basically I share so many affiliate links for like hosting and all that good stuff. Make sure you check out the ebook so you can get a little more information. So now let's talk about Pinterest as a business. You want to make sure you connect your blog or your website to Pinterest. You want to get it verified. Don't mind my arrow because I talked while doing this and it did not record any of my voice. So this is the third time I'm doing this. But you want to make sure you're connected. You want to make sure your Pinterest is a business. One, for analytics. Analytics is key. Analytics is big. If you like numbers, if you like data, this is where you're going to get all your stories. You're going to understand your brand, your audience, what they like, what you need to shift, what you need to change through the analytics. It's going to show the likes. It's going to show the impressions, the people who see all of your posts. It's going to show you the growth in clicks. Like the numbers, oh my gosh, tell so much about where you're at, and you can use that information to tell your story about where you are going. So you want to make sure your About Me section is key. So in my About Me section, I don't have full sentences. I don't have paragraphs. I have keywords, right? Keywords that allow people to search certain things and it will direct them to my blog. So I have arts and culture, not talking about I love blah, 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 blah. We don't want any fluff. We just want specific keywords because that allows people to search those things, those hashtags, and be directly connected with you, right? Make sure your contact information is clear. Um, yeah. So that is the information. You want to make sure your website is connected. You want to make sure your picture is clear. You want to make sure you have everything you want on there. So I have my art page on there. I also have a little sneak peek about my other business as well. So I do use my one Pinterest for all my businesses. One day maybe I'll separate it, but today it won't be happening. I promote my art. I promote my workshops, I promote books, I promote everything through Bougie Black Blogger because why? You see those views? That's what we want. All right, so I know I talked about boards, and if you can see that picture at the top, if you can see that little tiny number, you can see that I have 70 boards, you guys. The key word is themes. You can have as many boards as you want, but you want to make sure you are very, very specific about what that board will include. Is it going to be wedding poses? Is it going to be, you know, workouts for your booty? Is it going to be recipes, vegan, all that good stuff? You want to be very, very specific when it comes to your themes. One thing that I've noticed with other people that I follow, like I follow boards because they're very clear, right? They don't add fluff. So when you start posting to your own boards, make sure your posts align with your theme. You don't want to have posts about working out in this outfit to wear to a fancy dinner, right? You want to make sure that you give the right information so that people can trust you, the information. So one of the things that I have noticed is that because I'm a lot more specific than, you know, it's a good thing. Like I'm specific. I get people to follow all my boards, not just one, but all of the boards. And that is vital because when you begin pinning, you can pin to multiple boards. And so if someone's only following one board, they're only going to get the information from that board rather than the multiple cross posts that you do. So let's see, you can have travel. You see how I have different things. Anything that pertains to your business, the back end, the front end, the future end, the planning end, all that good stuff. You want to be sure to add all those things, all the posts, and make sure you're posting not just your own, but other people as well. So if you have empty boards, people aren't going to want to follow those. You want to follow, or people are going to follow where there's multiple pins in that specific theme. That makes it look like you're the expert. They're like, oh, she has a lot of information to share, right? So that is what you want to make sure. So now let's talk about your visuals, right? So those visuals are vital. Those are key. One of the things that I've learned is that Pinterest is like tiles. They don't do circles. They don't do wides. It is up and down rectangles. So you want to make sure you have a 2-to-3 ratio. They're long, they're vertical, and they have information, right? So you can pin a picture, but what is the picture telling us? Like, what do you want me to do with that? When you have a pin, you want people to know what you're talking, or what you want them to know. You want to tell them where they need to go next, right? So you want them to go visit more, to read more of the tips that you have to share. So it says read more and see the visual recap, right? I have pictures, profound pictures that evoke emotion, right? I have the title. So I was connected to a brand at the time for this post. So you want to make sure you connect that. You want to give the title. You want to talk about where they need to go, your website. One of my mini hacks is that if you do have a post with multiple tips, don't give it all to them. Just give them one specific tip, maybe two at the most. Don't give them too much because you want them to go to your website. You want them wanting more, right? Uh, all right, so making sure your pins are a variety. All right, so one of my favorite tools, and probably the only tool that I really use for marketing and all that good stuff, is Canva, y'all. This presentation is through Canva. My ebooks are through Canva. My printed books are through Canva. My Instagram, my pin, all that stuff is through Canva, you guys. Canva is bae. Canva has multiple templates that you can use, especially if you are not a graphic designer. You have no idea what you're doing when it comes to, images and marketing, right? I see so many pictures online of people promoting and it looks a hot mess. So if you can, I would encourage you to pay that I believe it's $15 a month to get that professional account. You can make your own logos. Canva empowers you to be your best self without having to, rely on so many other people, spreading your finances thin. We're building a business, and sometimes we don't have that capacity to, spend extra coins or a lot of extra coins, right? Canva, you guys, hands down is babe. And so Pinterest, they have the 2.3. They have multiple different templates. You can change your color, your brand. Make sure your brand is on there. Make sure you have your website. Maybe if your face is your brand, or if an object you have a logo, make sure all of that is on there, because Pinterest is huge. You is like Facebook and Instagram, you can get lost. And so you want to make sure that when people are pinning, your brand is right along with it. All right, so many people are like, how many times should we post a day? Or how many times should we post a month? The difference between Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff, Facebook disappears so quickly, right? It's hard to find a post that someone shared. You may find it this day next year when it's in your look back in history posts, right? Pinterest is not like that. People are pinning your pins and they can go back to it. Pinterest is amazing. You want to make sure that you have so many pins on there so that people can continue to pin you, right? It can get flooded because there is a lot of information. So pinning 10 times a day instead of just one is going to be so much more vital. Knowing that I probably pin 5 times one day for that blog post, and I still got 106,000 plus followers a month, is crazy to me. So I know that if I pin a lot more, repin my stuff, like that is the thing. You can repin your stuff. That is okay. In fact, it is encouraged for you to repin your post, right? Oh my gosh, you have no idea how much Pinterest can change your life. So maybe you're like, what do I pin if I don't have a lot of content? Well, here is my hack for you. You can pin other people's pins. I feel like I talked about this a little bit earlier, but making sure you share other people's information will fluff your information, looking very, very expert-y, if that's a word. What you can do, you guys, is also create like a secret board, and so you can pin a million things and then repin it later when you feel like you probably pinned too much, right? Pin other people's stuff, right? That will help you in the long run. Also, make sure you get involved in collaboration boards. I joined a lot of blogging groups, and a lot of people are looking for people to blog, or not blog, but pin on their behalf. This helps their brand get bigger, but it also helps people get to you as well. That is how I give so much respect to my blogging group or my pinning groups, because I feel like that's where I got the most views. So collaboration boards, pin their stuff, all of that. All right, you guys, that is the e-course. That's just a little snippet, you guys, but I have an ebook. There's a lot more information. I have more statistics. I have more hacks, you guys. You're going to want to get it. It's only $4. $4. That's you treating me to a caramel macchiato with almond milk. Actually, I'm going to have to pay a little bit more because, they charge a little bit more. So make sure you head over to Bougie University to buy that ebook. Thank you, everyone. Before you go, I want to show you a little bit of my back end. So this is how I pin. So the link or the little application allows you to click and pin pinnable images. So you can pin any image from a website, which is cool. So if you ever want to go to my website and join the mailing list, make sure you do so. This is just my website and what happens when you go. You get freebies. You can get, tips and tricks and all that good stuff. But anyways, let's look and find some of my pins. So I am scrolling. Remember, I have already said this, and it did not record any of my voice, so I'm trying to remember exactly what happened, so forgive me. So with this pin, this is the blogger picture that you can add, and I made that on Canva as well. So at the bottom, in this post, you can see 7-day challenge. So that obviously means I have a challenge for each day. So on my pin picture, I have the title, I have the challenge, and then I have my snippet, you guys. I have only day 5, so we're missing day 1 through 4 and 6 through 7. So that is me giving them, a little bit, showing a little leg and hoping that they want to come and ask me out on a date or something like that. So at the bottom it says see the full challenge on the website. So I have my websites as well. That is a pinnable image. There's content, there's a photo, it's clear, it's bright, it has everything that you want on there, and people will click it, share it, they'll be like, okay, if they're interested in a challenge. That's for those group of people. Alright, let's check out my Pinterest page. As you can see, how many monthly viewers I have, my link to my website, my bio with my keywords and not a whole bunch of fluff, no paragraphs. I like the business because it shows you how you can promote different things. You can see numbers. Look at the numbers below. So these are 2 different pins. One was clicked and one was not. So having that multiple pins is definitely very helpful to getting people to your website. Yeah. You can see that I have 3 saves and 2 clicks and 1.6 thousand views. So it looks beautiful. It scrolls through people's feed. Like, people are seeing it, but I want to probably focus a little bit more, trying to figure out how people can click a little bit more. So making sure you're paying attention to these numbers is vital to changing how you do things. So as you can see, these are the different posts, the different pins, and the numbers change. Some of them get seen, some of them do not. There are multiple of the same. On this particular Pinterest, I promote everything. So I promote my Heart Work Collective. I promote my art, I promote my blog, I promote so many different things. And you could tell that I pinned that one post about 7 different times. Can you see the two different pins here? You have the big one, the little one. When I'm in a rush, I do just pin whatever I can. But then I go back and make sure I have enough detail, enough information. Um, but yeah, so like with this pin, I had multiple posts about that one. So how to stand out in the crowd. That is with a black girl. I'm gonna try and find the one with a different girl. Let's see if I can find that one. Internet slow. Oh, see how to stand out in a crowd. So you see these different girls, same exact post but different. It looks totally different. So I'm trying to reach a variety, so many different types of people, so that they can go to this one specific post. So when you can get like 2 to 3 different pins, that will be very helpful for you, for people to come click on your website. So that is about it. That is about all I have for you guys. I do have the ebook, so make sure you go head over and grab that with more tips and hacks and tricks and all that good stuff. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm super excited to see your growth, your blossom, your level up, your glow up, all those positive, progressive pronouns. Peace and blessings. I hope to hear from you.